Hello and welcome back to a Chip Off Your Block Toys. I'm Jeff, and today is part 3 of building Lego set 910045. It's called the Siege Encampment, and this is a special set because this is a Bricklink Designer Series 4 exclusive set. Only 30,000 of these were ever manufactured, and here's what it looks like when it's all done here. We have done bags 1 through 20. There's not quite 40 bags, but in the neighborhood of 40 bags. And let me show you what it looks like. All right. So this is 20 bags right here. We've got looks like the king's tent or someone important with plans for a trebuchet. We've got the beer wagon. We've got a little catapult looking thing. I don't know what that's called. This is the beginnings of the trebuchet, I believe. Little tent. Sorry, I can't even speak right now. And hello, Greg. How you doing? We've got the blacksmith area. We've got, I don't know what this apothecary, and I didn't know I didn't say that right. I don't even know how to say that. And of course, the cook. What we're going to do to make this a little easier is I can't have us all on table, so I'm just going to go ahead and slide everything in these little drawers and put it on the floor. Get it out of my way. Greg, how's your day been, man? I would ask how work was doing today, but I don't believe you work Mondays, which is awesome. You went to Firehouse Subs today. I love Firehouse Subs, dude. I also like Firehouse Pizza. I don't know if it's by the same people, but all righty. Oh, and also the dentist. Okay. All right. All righty. Well, we've got plenty of things today. Hello, John. Oh, John, I just barely started 2 minutes ago. Not a big deal. How you doing, John? I'm actually doing pretty good, guys. I had a pretty decent day. I worked on the Ultimate Collector Series, what do you call that? Republic Gunship. And that one there, I bought it off that one of Spencer's friends. It was part of all those sets that I did. And I'm going to look for it real quick because I want to show it to you. In case you don't know, I built it on the channel a while back, actually more than a while back, several years ago. But I got my hands on a second copy, so yeah, let's see. There it is. Okay, let me switch screens. Oh, nah, that's not what I wanted. Yeah, they changed the buttons on me. I'm still kind of getting used to it. This is the set that I've been working on. This is the giant one. And it's a bit of a pain. I'm only on bag number, I just finished bag number 8, which means I kind of have this bottom part done. Although these little flaps right here are not on there. The wings are not on there. Needs the top part. Anyway, I got a ways to go. But that's what I was working on today in between streams. What's my favorite part of the build so far? I like the blacksmith shop. I think, it's very important. Every army needs a blacksmith. And I just think it's really cool how they set up the anvil. I love the little anvil. I mean, hate to use the word cute, but I think it's cute. And speaking of things that are cute, one of my weird family traditions on Christmas is that we do a white elephant exchange gift that's supposed to be goofy. And one year I won something that is goofy, and it usually sits in my bathroom, but I took it out just so I could show you guys. So here it is. That's what I won for a white elephant gift about 6 years ago. So anyway. And John says, good, was just out with a pup meeting and greeting. Hope you are well. I am doing well. It is a little bit warm today, but I have heard some thunder creep up in the last half an hour. And it's very important to tell you that, because if all of a sudden the screen goes dark, I did not leave you guys. I lost power. But I don't think I'll lose power. But just to let you know in case it happens. Greg, what sandwich did you get at the Firehouse Subs? And let's do a News of the Weird since we're here. Oh boy, here it is. Okay. Okay. So this one is called Smooth Reaction. And somehow I get the feeling it's not so smooth. But let's get into it. A crafting Canadian wasn't going to let a damaged vehicle strand him in a providential park, and I cannot, if I could pronounce that, I would. I just can't. I don't know how. The unnamed man started to hike on June 30th, but took a wrong turn in his 2000 Chevy Cavalier, and it became stuck. Okay. But using his problem-solving skills and various car parts, he built a two-wheel wagon to carry his gear as he hiked 4 days to the trailhead. Okay. From there, he caught a water taxi and got a lift to Alberni Valley Rescue Squad headquarters on July 7th. Search manager Richard Johns said he was impressed with the hiker's perseverance and survivability mentality, then ticked off the things he did wrong. No GPS or satellite phone, no four-wheel drive. Still, the squad found his appearance a welcome surprise. Oh, boy. So he basically ruined his car. Well, I mean, you know, if you get stuck and it's going to save your life, I mean, you can always buy another car, I guess. Boy. Some people never cease to amaze me. All right. Oh, no. That's not what I want. All right. If this thing will come. I don't want a relationship. I want a plain relationships always seems. Okay. Just don't get yourself into a situationship, as they call it these days. I don't know. I'm just so glad I'm not making fun of anybody who is on the dating scene. I'm just glad I'm not. I don't think I could tolerate all the crap that I hear. Because my father-in-law, ever since my mother-in-law passed away, he's been trying to date, and it's just been one disaster after another. In fact, I won't use any names, but he was dating a girl for a few months. And, well, first of all, he was engaged for a year. This lady, I want to be married. I want this. I want that. And so he proposed to her. She said yes. And she waited until 2 weeks before the wedding, and he'd already bought some of the stuff. And she says, you know what? After all, I don't want to be married. We can just kind of shack up whenever we want. And of course, that's not what he wanted. And it hurt his feelings. And I would be too, because you said yes, and then you change your mind. And so he broke it off with her, and he started seeing another woman for a couple months, and things were going great until he asked her if they wanted to date exclusively. And she says, nope, I don't want a committed relationship. I'm just fine with what we have. And he was not. So they're no longer seeing each other. But he's told me all kinds of horror stories about dating and expectations these days, and I'm going to tell you what, I no thanks, just no thanks. I am not interested. And I'm glad I don't have to be in the dating market. But for those who are on the dating market, I do wish you the best. I do like listening to Brooke and Jubal. I know that they're no longer a radio show because he got fired, but I do like their show, The Second Date Update, and that's where people call in because they went on a date with somebody and the person doesn't call them back. And I always like those calls. They're hilarious. The reasons that are given are absolutely ridiculous most of the time. Like, he was chewing his food too loud, or, oh my gosh, I've heard all kinds. I've heard a couple gross ones too, though, but I'll leave that all alone. Okay, so that is one bag. Bag 22. And here we go. Greg said he had the Carolina Gold Barbecue Triple Stack Combo. All right, dude. I don't remember what I usually get from there. I want to say it's the Ultimate Club, if that exists, if that's the right store. If they have the Ultimate Club, that's what I get. Oh, okay. I almost made him. Greg, pretty good. I mean, I've just been really, really busy lately. Almost to the point where I think it's gotten a little insane. Today was one of those days where I tried to get stuff done. I didn't get near as much as I wanted done because my phone kept going ringing. And it was kind of sad because some of the people that were getting a hold of me, I will admit I didn't really want to talk to them, but it had been a while since I have talked to them. So I took the call, but oh my gosh, there were a few calls I didn't take and I didn't get back to people yet. It was just absolutely nutty today. My phone going off the hook, but I did get some stuff done. I got 3 Lego sets taken apart. And I started building the Republic gunship, like I said, and then did a live stream earlier, doing a live stream now. As soon as I'm done with this live stream, I'm going to prepare for tomorrow morning's live stream. And hello, it's Ollie in Gaming. Are you feeling any better than earlier? How you doing, man? Oh, this is a siege tower. It's not a... I thought it was a trebuchet, but it is not. Anyway, yeah, as soon as I'm done with this stream, I need to go and start laying out the pieces for tomorrow morning stream, this morning with Chip. We're going to continue to work on the same thing that we have been working on. If I get any time after that, I'll probably finish up the gunship if I can. I remain committed to get that done. So, Greg, to answer your question, pretty good. Just busy. Busy as always. Any Lego pickups? No. No. I have not been able to pick up any Legos lately. I do have a little bit of money I could spend on parts for the city, and that's thanks to my Bricklink sale. So if you're one of the people that bought off my Bricklink store, I have 2 words. Thank you. Wow, this is a heck of a siege tower. I want to get some Legos. Speaking of which, I did look at the lineup of what's coming up August 1st. There's quite a bit. And maybe we'll take a look at that a little bit later in the show. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll see. All right. Oh, wow. I hear the wind picking up out here. All right, so we got bag 22 done, now bag 23. And let's do another story. Oh, you're at St. Clair's Mercy Hospital. Okay. Is that, please don't share anything. I'm not asking you to share anything you're not comfortable with. Just understand that. So if I ask a question and you just don't feel like answering, just tell me. Just say, nah. Are you getting any better? Have they been able to help you? And Greg wants the new speed champions. Yes, those do look pretty good. You had an ambulance transport. Dang, man. Sounds like you're having a pretty rough time there, and I'm sorry. Oh, he's just hanging out with the door open. Okay. Is Porthos? No. Oh, man. I watched that thing you sent me, John. It's a Three Musketeer name, and I don't know how to say it. I don't remember how to say it, even though I watched it a little bit ago. Actually, I watched it right after the last stream, so I forgot. A spinal infection. That, Porthos. Okay. I'll try to remember that. Okay, so what? Oh, I didn't do anything wrong. Okay, cool. Well, let's keep going then. Yeah, so my dad has a follow-up appointment with his cardiologist. They ran some tests, and they're talking about doing open heart surgery on him. I don't have any details of if it's actually going to happen, other than he has his follow-up on I think it's the 16th of next month. So, yeah. Oh my gosh. I don't know why I'm so tired all of a sudden. It hit me like a ton of bricks. All right. Difficult enough name for him. Does he answer to it though? I mean, does he realize you're talking to him when you say Porthos? All right. So here's the siege tower so far. And we've got bag number 24. Hey, Hoarder, how's it going? They got me in this weird hospital dress. Oh, I am sorry you're going through that. It does sound pretty difficult. And all right, let's get to let's do another news of the weird here. I just feel like it here. What happened? Okay, news of the weird. The tech revolution. Oh boy, this one just sounds stupid. I'm sorry. Okay. At U.S. Army bases, there's a new tool in warding off problematic wildlife, such as birds, reported on July 10th. The Army's Engineering Research and Development Center has created an unmanned ground system, large plastic coyotes mounted to wheeled bases. Okay, that sounds cool, I guess. It all comes down to scare tactics, said ERDC, whatever that is. Researchers continue to incorporate artificial intelligence and machine learning. What could go wrong? The Roadrunner is carefully watching. Okay, that was news of the weird. And let's do another one. Saw that coming. All right. So, on July 5th, a family from Paris left on holiday headed to Morocco. Oddity Central reported. But during a 4:30 a.m. stop at a gas station, the 62-year-old man drove off without his wife. Wow. I mean, I'll admit I thought about that. I'm just kidding. No. I'm just joking, guys. I have not ever thought about leaving my wife just like on the side of the road. That is messed up. And he didn't realize it until 190 miles later. What? No, come on, man. You mean tell me you really didn't understand why it was so quiet in there? I ain't trying to be rude, but damn, really? I smell bullshit stuff. He doesn't realize he doesn't have his wife 190 miles. It's 65 miles an hour. That's like 3 hours, dude. No way he didn't realize for 3 hours she wasn't sitting there anymore. I definitely call BS on that. The unnamed Paris man called emergency service, but could not remember which gas station he had stopped at. Oh, okay. Yeah, sure. I really believe you now. Not only did you leave her somewhere, you can't remember where you stopped. The couple's 22-year-old daughter couldn't help as she'd been sleeping the whole time. How do you sleep? Okay. I'm being a little too judgmental, but I don't get it because every time the car stops, I wake up. I think most of us do. So I'm definitely calling some major BS on this story. Fortunately, tracking her phone, police were able to locate the woman who had not left the gas station since being abandoned. They were reunited and continued their trip with a good story to tell. I'm calling BS, man. She was mouthing off. He got mad. He left her there, and they're just trying to save face in the media. That's my opinion. I don't believe that one. I don't believe it at all. She was popping off that good stuff with the mat. This set, I'll tell you in a minute how much it was. Let me look on Lego.com. It's not available anymore online because they only made 30,000 of them, but I can tell you what I paid for it. Because I bought it, I bought it when it was new. I don't go on the secondhand market very often. That is definitely a reason to pay a whole lot more than you should. Oh my goodness, I can't. Oh, here it is. Manage my order. This set is 910045 Siege Encampment. I paid $229.99 for this particular set. And can't chill because I told Yeti I would hang out, but swung through to smack the Hey, I appreciate that. That's always awesome. Thank you. You can do that. I will never tell you not to do that. Thank you. I didn't realize Yeti was streaming tonight. I would have probably foregone because I don't like. If I like the creator, I don't like to do it at the same time. Just kidding. It's kind of messed up. Are you looking forward to Black? I am. I think that'd be cool. I think I told you all that Bricks and Minifigure in Ogden has a Spaceballs ship. And yes, Spaceballs cannot officially come out with any merchandise, so it's not an official Lego set. But I like any of those sort of things, movie related. I kind of wish they would have done more Ghostbusters stuff. And John's or Italian Gaming saying thanks to John. How much was? Oh, I answered that. Man, I'm trying my hardest not to cry in front of my fiance. I mean, I can understand not wanting to, but on the same hand, dude, you're only human. So if you do, don't kick yourself. Just go with it. Uh, you need to be on. You need to be with her, not on here with us, and she will not mind. All right. Well, see Italian Gaming. And John says, "Go with it. Go with it, Italian. You'll be in our prayers." And I agree. I'm more than happy to pray for anybody who asks, and those who don't even ask. I'm trying to be funny, but I guess I'm not being funny. All right. I can't believe we're already halfway through the bags I laid out almost. That's gone a lot quicker than I thought it would. Okay. Oh. And I think I know I told you guys about the insect screen being fixed. I'm really happy I did that. That is going very well. I've been able to open the window the last couple nights and just let the air out, all the hot air out, let cooler air in, and in the morning it doesn't feel so bad up here. And that's all without using the air conditioner after dark. All right, so we got this soldier who's got a massive backpack. Looks like he got it from Cabela's or REI. Just kidding. He did not. It didn't exist back then. Oh, they gave us a secondary flag if we don't like the flag he's carrying. Okay, well, we'll build the other flag. Or no, we won't, because I don't see the pieces to make the flag. Oh, they said the flag was from a different page. Okay, well, I'm not worried about it then. That's kind of unusual. I don't remember ever seeing them do that before. But yeah, I've got more jokes for you. All right, let's do a different segment. This one is called Am I the A-Hole? And some of these things I just don't understand, which is why I like reading them. Because people are just people. And people like oh, that's nice. Okay, so here we go. Am I the a-hole for cutting ties with my sister and brother-in-law over their dog? Okay, well, I'm going to say yes, because I'm a dog lover even without reading it. Maybe we don't even need to read this one. All right, just kidding. I'm actually am pretty amazed these days at what people cut off family for. I mean, it's just crazy. So, my sis has a dog that is almost 4 and is loving and energetic, but has no manners because they choose not to train him. Okay, well, I guess I don't see the significance of this. Okay. Sorry, the build is a little bit off, and that's my fault actually. Dang it. Okay. They did take him to a dog class and taught him things like sit, wait, and not walk through the door unless given a command. Okay, well, that's actually not too bad. I can't wait to hear what the actual complaint is here. Okay. So the dog is smart enough to learn not to jump and bite or play with his mouth open, as they say. I'm starting to sense a Karen in the room. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that out loud? Okay. Typically, I wouldn't have a problem with this, as I am an adult and could just push him away or stuff a toy in his mouth. But my two small children, 2 and 5, cannot, and they are eye to eye with this dog. Okay, well, why do you have to cut off contact with your sister? Why don't you just maybe not bring the kids over or see her less, but not cut her off all the way? So I'm just going to say, yes, you are the a-hole in this case. What do you guys think? I think that is a-hole behavior. I mean, to cut off a family member because of their dog? Or why don't you invite them over to your place? You don't got to cut them off. That's extreme. Yeah, I don't think I like that one. I am open to hearing you guys' suggestions on whether you think that's an a-hole move or not to cut off family because of the dog. Love to hear it. All right. All righty. We do have another one. Am I the a-hole? We got plenty of those, actually. Reddit's the source. And that's where I like to source that kind of stuff. I actually like Reddit quite a bit. They've got some things about home improvements. They've got quite a bit going, actually. Oh. So you have to decide. You can decide which side you're on, the Black Falcon or the Lions. I'm not going to put a flag on this because I may change my mind on which side I want this to be. So I'm not going to place the flag right now. All right, so we're on bag 26. Okay, this one. Am I the a-hole for telling my sister I will not be her gay accessory at her wedding after she uninvited my boyfriend? Well, it kind of sounds like Your sister is the a-hole from the sound of that. But let's not jump to judgment. Let's go ahead and let's dive in. Let's find out what this is all about. I, 19 male, have been out to my family for a few years now. Okay, well, to each his own. It hasn't been the easiest, but we've settled to a mostly don't ask, don't tell. Fair enough. It's less than ideal, he says, but it's better than fighting. My older sister, Megan, 25 female, is getting married in a few months. And I've been genuinely trying to be the best little brother ever. I spent weekends helping her with do-it-yourself decorations, running errands, and listening to her vent about everything from catering to the flowers. Okay. Well, I think that's a pretty good brother. All along, she's known that I've had a boyfriend who's 19 also. We've been together for a year. He's my first serious relationship, and he is my whole entire world. That's today, guy, not tomorrow. That can change. But anyway, and I will say blood is thicker than water. Just throwing it out there. Megan had told me from the start that, of course, Alex could be my plus one to the wedding. I was so excited to finally bring him to a big family event and have him officially meet everyone. Yeah, but I'm getting the feeling that it didn't really work out. Okay. Well, last night Megan called me sounding super stressed. One of her bridesmaids had to drop out for personal reasons. Then she got this really excited tone in her voice and said, I have the perfect solution. You can be my bridesmaid. You look so cute in a tux, and it would be so modern and cool. I was honestly flattered and said I'd love to. Then I asked, so where will Alex sit during the ceremony since I'll be standing up front? There was a long pause. Okay, whenever there's a long pause, that's not usually a good thing. Then Megan said, oh, well, about that. He doesn't really work for a bridesmaid to have a date walking in. And besides, we're so over budget, we're having to cut all non-essential guests. So he's not family. We just can't accommodate him anymore. Okay. I was confused. I asked her, are other bridesmaids' boyfriend husbands uninvited too? She said, of course not. That's different. It will just have to look weird and unbalanced for you to be in the party and have a boyfriend there. People will be confused. Okay. Well, I'm going to say this right now. Yes, I think the sister's being the a-hole. If she would have not invited him the whole entire time, that's one thing. But to have invited him and then to uninvite him and blame it on finances, I think is pretty dang weak. And I think she just doesn't want to tell him the truth, that she does not want his boyfriend to be there. But that's too late. I mean, he already said he could. And at this point, you're going to have hurt feelings, and I think that's rude. But like I said, if you would have just said at the beginning, nope, and stuck to it, different story. What do you guys think? She being the a-hole? All right. Well, the wheels on the bus go round and round, and so do they on the siege tower. I am a bit confused. Not that I want to create controversy, but I'm a little bit confused about Lego's stance on not building things that are war-related. This is a siege encampment. What do you think that is? I think Lego's quite confused about their own policy, to be honest. All right. So here we go. Here's the siege tower. I love it. In fact, I would like to see if I could build a few more. And they did give us the stuff necessary, the shields, to change it out too. All right, let's set this aside and let's go with the next little thing, which the next little thing is, and my computer's going slow again, and that's because this PDF file is big. This is bag number 27, and we're going to build another tent, it looks like. I'm excited. This whole entire set is like super exciting in my opinion. I think it's really cool that Lego actually decided to build a siege encampment, making it real easy for us to expand our castle battle scenes. All right. Well, let's see. What do we got here? I don't even know what we're building. Oh, yeah, tent. That's right. And putting these little dots on the another round thing is one of my tricks for getting it on here. Because then I can just put it in the middle, hold it down. There you go. All right. So, John, what is oh gosh, I forgot how to say his name already. How is your pup doing? What's he up to right now? Porthos. Okay. I'm sorry, John. I will try to remember that. He's in his crate. Maybe I should change it to Judge. Whatever makes you happy, John. I mean, he's certainly young enough to take a name change. Then again, I mean, you know, when a dog's taken to the pound, and I'm not saying he should be, they don't know the name and they just give him one. So, oh, shoot, that was too far. All right. So is he enjoying himself? Is he scared? Sleeping? None of the above? All of the above? All right. We got bag number 28 next. So let's pull that over and let's get started on that. He's just sleeping. All right. He seems like he's a pretty chill pup then. We're just outside making friends with 4 golden retrievers. Okay. He's still innocent. Okay. Remember, John, he's innocent until proven guilty. All right. Dumb joke. All right. I do have a city update for you guys coming out on Wednesday, which means no live stream, evening live stream. I will be doing another section or another segment of building the Ninjago market thing, city markets. That'll be tomorrow morning. Pretty much that's going to be it until we get it done. Then after that, we're going to work on the Ninjago City. I don't know what it's called. Puppies are always guilty. Yeah, if you say so. I love puppies. I think they're cute, and I love my little pup. He's not so little. He's not a pup anymore, but I still love him. He's a great dog. Hey, Enzo. Enzo, come here. Enzo, come here. And this is Enzo. He also goes by Enzinator, like the Terminator. Boy, that breath, dude. Anyway, Enzo is estimated to be, I think he's 5, 6, something like that. I don't really know. He was a rescue, so, I mean, how do you know how old he is? You really don't. But, yeah, he's a good dog. He's my constant companion around here. It doesn't matter what I'm doing. He wants to be a part of it, so I just let him. Okay, so this goes right there. And we've got other stories we can tell, so let's move on to another story. All right. Oh, okay. So this one sounds like a drama heap hole. So this "Am I the a-hole" is, am I the a-hole for thinking my ex-friend is a little too bossy? Okay. First things first. If they're your ex-friend, why do you care? Why are you bringing it up? What does it matter? I mean, at this point, kind of seems like you're on a search mission for drama just by asking this. Okay. This is my first time using Reddit and probably going to be a long, going to be long. I, 16 female, and my ex best friend, now 16, we've been close friends since 2022. So 3 years. Okay. All right. Well, sounds normal enough already. By close, I mean we've been at each other's place almost every week. She started picking up on my attitude and my style. Our little inside joke about how we were becoming the same person. Her mom calls me when she's out just because she assumes that we're together. Okay. I mean, yeah, nothing weird there. My mom used to do that too. She pretty much knew where I was at as a kid. Um, on the 7th of June this year, we got into a pretty bad argument, and I'm so sorry it's going to sound so incredibly stupid and unnecessary. Trust me, I know that. I just need to feel like, oh God, this is so long. You know what? I'm gonna skip it because I just, it's 16-year-old drama. I don't care. Are you the a-hole? Yeah, you are, because you're worried about what an ex-friend is thinking or saying, and from the sounds of it sounds like you guys broke off your friendship for probably the dumbest reason. And years down the road, you're gonna think about it and you'll regret it then. So anyway, sorry, I'm a little judgmental on that. Although I like this thread on Reddit, I don't like people who create their own drama and then complain about the drama. I mean, to me, it's like, why do that? Just, I don't know. And the fact that I've got several friends that I've had for over 20 years that are part of my life, I mean, it's not that hard to keep a friend. Just treat them with respect. Treat them how you want to be treated. And if you do that, most likely you're going to keep them. It's kind of the whole thing's just kind of dumb. Sorry. And I've got another story. Another, am I the a-hole? Am I the a-hole for telling my dad about how my now ex-girlfriend texted me? Okay, I don't know. Let's find out. Are you the a-hole? I, 16, male, have a now ex-girlfriend who's 16 who I'll call A. I met A during my freshman year in high school. Initially, the relationship was good, but when A started to show her true colors a few months ago, she would break my belongings. She'd also hit me if I didn't do what she wanted. Okay, right then and there, no, you're not the a-hole. You should not keep yourself in a situation ever where that's happening. Nobody has the right to put their hands on you like that, unless you're in a martial arts class and it is a competition. That's about the only way that I could find that being okay. But anyway, we're not done with it yet. I'm just trying to put this together before I go reading again. Okay, why? How? Okay, so that did not make any sense. Okay, all right, sorry. trying to keep the bill. Anyways, a few days ago, I texted A saying I think it's time for us to break up. A texted me saying that she'd off herself if I broke it off with her. Yeah, you definitely need to tell your dad. That sort of behavior is never acceptable. And I've been in a relationship with somebody who used to do that every single time we got into an argument. She would say she was going to off herself. That got old real freaking quick, let me tell you. So, dude, no, I don't think you're the a-hole so far. Later that day, I finally decided to tell my dad, who's 54, about the situation with A. My dad decided to contact A's parents, telling them about what she texted him. I mean, that's what the dad should do. I mean, can you imagine how bad you would feel if you didn't say something and she really did do that? No, man. I mean, why? No, don't think you're the a-hole. Think of it as a cry for help that she had, and she just needed help. I mean, I don't know what to tell you, but no, I don't think you're the a-hole anyway. And from what I heard, A's mother decided to call the police on A and had A taken to some mental hospital. Well, that's what happens when you do that. Apparently, A's mother once had a friend who had offed herself, and she didn't want her own daughter doing that. Okay, yeah, well, I mean, I don't know of a parent who would want their kid to off themselves. Dude, you're definitely not the a-hole. Look, I mean, it goes like this. We all have to make choices in this life, and sometimes we make dumb ones. And trying to off ourselves or unalive ourselves, however you want to put it, because YouTube doesn't like that word. That's what happens when you threaten that kind of stuff. That's why the Baker Act started in Florida, and now many other states have provided or started a legislation after that. It basically means that if you're a threat to yourself or you threaten to harm yourself, law enforcement can send you to a mental institution for evaluation up to 72 hours, and you don't have to pay for it in most states. So, I mean, that's the reason why, is because when people say stuff like that, it's scary, and nobody wants to see anybody hurt themselves. So, no, I don't think you're the a-hole for telling your parents. And whatever happened, and that is her fault for threatening such things. Porthos asked me to go potty, and he went outside. Me walking him, of course. Hey, screw YouTube. I checked my language at the door. Well, I just try to be somewhat respectful because I don't need my channel demonetized. It's not even monetized to begin with. I don't need to be demonetized before I even get monetized. But yeah, YouTube, yeah, I agree. There's certain things that, you can't mention cordless hole punchers. There's quite a few things you can't mention on YouTube, actually. And I honestly think a lot of it is just dumb. Why do you care if I mention that? And mentioning unaliving yourself is another thing that YouTube just is not a fan of. Oh, this is a really fragile build. All right, we got one more shield-looking thing to build, and then we got one more bag, and we are done for the day. And then, like I said, I'll be spending the rest of my evening going through and laying out pieces for tomorrow's live stream. I'm half tempted to run to the grocery store. I want a little something to eat. Okay, so they want us to do more of this. They want us to build 2 of these. I'll be honest, I don't even know what we're building. I thought we were building a tent. But anyway. Let's go with another scenario of am I the a-hole off of Reddit? You guys chime in. You let me know what you think, because I don't want to be the only one talking about this. Am I the a-hole because I refuse to acknowledge my best friend's wife? Okay. I, 24 male, have been having issue with my best friend, 23 male wife's friend, for months now. Okay. All right. First of all, unpopular opinion, but I'm going to throw it out there. No, I'm sorry. I've been married for 29 years, and there's no such thing as a female having a best friend that is a male. Sorry. The guy is just waiting for you to screw up. He wants to screw her. And I'm just going to be honest. I've had friends where they've tolerated such things, and they end up with a spouse that ends up doing the best friend, if you know what I mean. So, no, I'm not even going to read the rest of that. Is he the a-hole? No. Do not acknowledge the friend. Tell the friend, send them packing, tell them never come back. She doesn't need that negativity in her life. I'm just going to say that right now. And I am just so sick of the lack of accountability. So sorry, but I mean, if you agree or disagree, tell me about it. Did chat die? Roll call. Yeah, I did die. And it's okay. I think I killed it. However, yeah, I don't agree with a woman having a guy best friend when she's married. I mean, think about if the roles were flipped and, you know, I try claiming that crap like, oh, she's just a friend. Yeah, right. So yeah, no, I don't buy that for a second. Okay, let's see. What do we have here? Oh, marriage very thin. I agree. I don't. Like I said, I've had plenty of friends throughout the years, and a lot of the friends that I grew up with, um, that got married the same time I did, most of them are divorced now. We've been married 29 years, but there's quite a few people that got divorced in that time, and I just things that oh gosh, this thing's not cooperating. Some of the things that I've noticed is that women that go on girls' night. Nope, sorry, I can't condone that. Can't support that. I don't know how many times I've seen that turn into a disaster. Girls having a girls' trip. Nope. Again, it's never worked. Girls always misbehave, and there always ends up being something that happens that shouldn't happen. And I'm sorry, you can disagree with me all you want if you do. I just don't think that it's proper. So, and I've heard too many stories. I've seen too many marriages broken up over stuff like that. So that's why I feel the way I do. Now, Mrs. Chip has never asked to go on a girls trip, but if she were to tell me she was going on a girls trip, I'd ask her if she was out of her ever-loving mind. Just being honest, I would. I'd be like, are you serious right now? Okay, so this was the tent. That's what we're building. It's kind of weird the way it's yeah. All right, so let's do this part. And this is going to be it. This is the last bag for tonight. Right here. And I actually do enjoy reading those Am I the A-hole? However, I just have a very thin tolerance for BS these days. I think that's just because, I don't know, something happened to me. When I turned 50, I've always had a low tolerance for BS. But now that I've turned 50, I just feel like there's not much time left in this world. And the last thing I want to do is just put up with BS. Come on now. Okay. Well, it didn't really feel like we did much. We did get 10 bags done, which 10 bags is the siege tower along with this here, this tent. We're not done with the tent, but we've got about, I think it's 8 more bags. I'm not sure if we'll stream tomorrow night. I'll know more tomorrow afternoon. But if you guys did miss this, this is one of my favorite things that I got out of a white elephant gift for Christmas a few years back. And this usually sits in my bathroom. So anyway, you guys, thank you for being here. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on all notifications, leave me a comment below. And you guys, take care of each other and be safe out there. And I will catch you guys on the next one.